to deliver a message and to provide some information. Most importantly, I want everybody gather yourselves because the information that I'm about to share is going to blow your mind when it comes to knowing the type of things that exist inside your body that is growing, that has a life cycle and everything inside your body, and they contribute to the diseases that when you go to the doctor and you go to the you might see a chiropractor for certain symptoms and things that you're having. These organisms are creating these type of diseases and issues and symptoms within our bodies that we are unaware of. So today I would like to provide some information and a little bit of background as to what parasites are and how they affect your health. Experiments that I was doing behind the scene to learn more about ways that you can improve your health. There are a lot of herbs and flowers and minerals and things like that that we can take to help improve our health. And what I like to do is expand my knowledge and experiment with things as I learn them, and then share my findings with you all so that I can provide the best guidance as much as possible as to how you'll be able to eradicate some of the diseases, diseases that exist and we're constantly being diagnosed with. And the doctors, and a lot of times you find that the doctors and these pharmaceutical companies aren't providing the best resolutions for us. And to be quite honest, the best resolution in order to heal your body or to rid your body of any type of symptoms or diseases is to learn more about your body and to go natural as much as possible. Because what I find when it comes to putting things that is organic into your body recognizes it better. And by your body recognizing it better, it can help to support your systems, your organs and your systems to eradicate whatever diseases or symptoms that you may be having. So what are parasites and how they affect your health? Parasites is an organism that lives inside another organism. They are pathogens that causes disease to its host. They draw your nutrients. They can draw your nutrients, your energy, and they release toxins in your body. And keep in mind, although parasites can causes and lead to certain type of diseases and things like that, they are designed to come in. That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to eat all the junk and all the bad things that we put inside our body. They're supposed to come and eat it up and destroy it and rid the body of those particular toxins. But instead, they tend to do more harm and destroy things, such as our good bacteria in our gut and our microbiome, and create this big type of disorder inside our microbiome. And so what ends up happening is that once our body becomes more acidic from producing so much acid and things like stomach acid and acid being created by the different foods that we eat. That's why if you heard or if you're familiar with the alkaline plant-based diet, they talk about the alkaline plant-based diet a lot. It's because you want to try to keep your body more alkalized than acidic, because the more acidic that your body becomes, or the more acidic that your gut or your microbiome becomes, then more bacteria grows. Because what bacteria's job is to destroy the acid, to create a balance inside your body, to get rid of a lot of the acids that's being created in there. So the more acidic your body is, the more bacteria you get. So you get you'll end up with situations where you could possibly, like, there's different situations that can be created as a result of your body being highly acidic. You could get metabolic acidosis. That's when your pH levels are knocked off. When that's knocked off and is out of balance, and it becomes out of balance, then things don't function properly. And when your body is not digesting things properly, such as your lymphatic system, your absorption, your ability to absorb vital nutrients is not taking place. And so it slows your metabolism down. Once your metabolism slows down, that's when you start to gain a lot of weight. And things such as obesity might occur. People who have these issues, and all of this stuff, mind you, is being created by the parasites, because their job generally is to get rid of all the junk that's inside our bodies or inside our gut that our body does not recognize. But because it becomes so acidic and overpopulation of bacteria starts to occur, then everything gets knocked off and thrown off, and then more parasites come, and the more parasites come, the more they grow, the more they procreate, and the more they procreate, they have to go in different areas, and that's when they start to move out of your gut, and they start to move into your pancreas, and that's when you end up having symptoms where you be diagnosed as a diabetic. You can end up being diagnosed as you end up being diagnosed as a diabetic, or they'll move into your reproductive system. And sometimes also, not only does parasites enter your body through the foods that we eat, they also, and I want you to think about this, because you have to think too, when it comes to sexually transmitted diseases and things like that, you have to think where it started from. How sexually transmitted diseases didn't just get created from nowhere. It had to come from something, right? So with me mentioning about the parasites and how more parasite comes to help the body destroy a lot of things inside of it that it does not recognize and is unable to dissolve and release on its own. That's the parasite's job. The job is to help the body get rid of the excess toxins that's being created. So that's where you get other symptoms being developed, and you get it in the form of a sexually transmitted disease like trichomonas. Trichomonas is a parasite. That's a sexually transmitted disease that is caused is the result of a parasite, and it gets transmitted when you have sex. And then some other diseases or illnesses or viruses that can be created by the body having parasites in different parts of it is hepatitis. When parasites goes into the liver, it creates the symptoms of what you get diagnosed as having hepatitis A and C. Okay, also that is the liver is being affected by these parasites. And then you might also get issues with your kidneys. You get kidney failure and things like that. And then something so it's so much as simple as a common cold or flu is being created by parasites in the body. So now that we understand what parasites are, we understand where they come from, we understand the type of things that they can do inside the body. They get labeled and diagnosed as diabetes, a sexually transmitted disease, heart failure, kidney failure, and all these different types of things. So we understand that these things are being generated by the parasites, and 9 times out of 10, the parasites are being created by the excess bacteria that is growing inside and building up inside your body. That bacteria job is to destroy the acid that's normally being created by the food, the different foods and toxins that's being created and not digested by the body because it does not recognize it. So the number one thing, now you have to consider the fact of how do you eradicate this problem? How do you get rid of these symptoms and these different type of diseases and things like that that's being created from the parasites or from the body being extra acidic, right? So now we take a look at that, and the one way to help you rid the body of these different type of symptoms and these diseases is to cleanse your body. You have to cleanse your body, and this is a perfect time for you to start to cleanse your body from the toxins and all the things that have built up, and try to prepare yourself for what's to come, because we all know that the eating things slow down, and when things slow down, you're not going to be as active, and by you not being as active as you will. So with all of that being said, more acid is going to be created inside the body, and by more acid being created inside the body, that's more bacteria, more parasites, more mucus and things like that. And that's what the cold comes from. The cold comes from excess mucus being built up inside the body as well, and that is being created by parasites too. So what you should do in order to eradicate your body of these symptoms and to rid your body of these different type of diseases is to cleanse. You want to try to cleanse your body every season. Every season, as the season change, cleanse your body. Excuse me. It's important to do that, because then you'll help to eradicate the symptoms or diseases that you may be experiencing. So what you use specifically to cleanse your body of the parasites, and that's something that I am about to get into in just a moment. I'm going to mention some things that you can do to cleanse your body of parasites, but the number one thing is to start to monitor your eating habits and learn to eat things that is within season. If it's not in season, then you shouldn't eat it. Even though that the market, the food markets and things like that advocate, they advertise all these different fruits and things like that may be out of season, because they can have it transported from a different location, a different area, to bring it to you, that will put it into your season. But no, the ideal thing is for you to learn to eat the foods that are within season, that will help to eliminate some of the extra acid that your body may accumulate by eating things that's out of season. So that's one way to help cleanse your body, to reduce some of the acid, because like I said, the more acidic your body is, the more bacteria grows, because the bacteria job is to destroy acid, and that and by that being said, then there's more parasites gonna accumulate inside your body. So if you cleanse your body and you cleanse it every season, at least it's recommended to detox and cleanse your body at least 2 to 4 times a year. And that's with the season change again. So when you take that into consideration, you want to start off, you want to do at least a minimum of a 28-day cleanse. You want to do at least a 28-day cleanse to help break up the algorithm, because you got parasites in your body and they start to get used to that certain rhythm that you have, right? So now this is a good time, if you haven't done a cleanse, here and do a cleanse for rhythm. And by you breaking that algorithm, you're gonna break the cycle, and you're breaking the cycle of the parasites, because they have a lifespan and a life cycle just like we do. They procreate, they replicate themselves, and all of that. So the best way to destroy them is to do the cleanse, seasonal cleanses, and you use things, and you can use common things. Like I have a parasite cleanse tea that I've created, and I also have a parasite cleanse that is on my website to help you to start to get rid of the parasites. And not only that, to eradicate some of the diseases. I have other teas as well to eradicate some of the diseases that the parasites may have created by them accumulating so much inside your body. So, but you can also use things like black walnut. Use things like black walnut on orange pills, lime, drinking key lime water first thing in the morning. Drinking key lime first thing in the morning when you wake up will help to flush out your system, because what you find is that when you go to sleep at night, that's your resting time, and that's the time when your body tends to do more cleansing, and it tries to cleanse itself, and that's when the parasites, so things start to move down, and when things are moving down, parasites wants to move up because they're not trying to leave your body. So by you drinking some key lime water first thing in the morning, that's going to flush them suckers back down. And if you have a colon cleanse, a capsule or some type of colon cleanse or laxative that you use, take that after you eat a meal. Okay, so I already mentioned like doing some black walnut, and also when you have a lot of parasites inside your body, they tend to they like sugar, but they will slow things down. And then when they slow down your metabolism, by them slowing down your metabolism, your body isn't processing things right. So then it makes you feel like you can't have a lot of sugar. And then they also will create a catastrophe where they raise your blood pressure. And then it'll make you feel like you can't have salt because salt will raise your blood pressure. No, it's the parasites that's raising your blood pressure. And if you get them under control, then you can have salt. And when I say salt, I don't mean regular table salt. I mean sea salt, natural salt. Okay? So that's some things that you can do to cleanse your body of the parasites. And number one is doing a seasonal cleanse. Always remember to do your seasonal cleanse and to use things like black walnut, and to use parasite cleanses. Use cleanses that's specifically designed and created to not only rid the parasites that's in your gut, but to also go in and rid the parasites that can be located in other areas, like your pancreas, your liver, your heart, and all this. And it depends on how long you've had an issue with parasites. So if you have a issue with and you've been diagnosed as a diabetic, I recommend you to do a parasite cleanse and cleanse your entire system out. Not only do you cleanse your entire system out, you cleanse out all of your organs. Don't just cleanse one particular area, because if you do that, that will just push the parasites into another area. You can also use things like bilberry, especially if you have an issue with water retention in your body. An herb such as bilberry is really good to help get the fluids out and get the body and get things moving for you as well. So that is another thing that you can do. But like I said again, using Parasites cleanses that's specifically designed to cleanse out those areas and get things flowing for you is a good start. And so that's something that you definitely want to keep in mind when you choosing particular cleanses to use to cleanse your body to rid it of parasites. Okay, and you want to make sure that the parasite cleanse also says that it will help to get rid of the cysts, because parasite eggs come in a form of cysts and they will hide in your muscles. And if you have an issue with parasites in your body, they will you will start to get a lot of muscle aches too, and you'll start to get a lot of joint aches. They create arthritis and things like that as well. So once again, you want to make sure when you choose a parasite cleanse, the parasite cleanse that you're choosing not only eradicate the parasites from your gut, but will help to eradicate the parasite eggs as well. And that will help to break their lifespan and their cycle. So you do a 28-day cleanse that's cleansing your gut and cleansing other organs in your body and other systems in your body, especially your lymphatic system, because your lymphatic system is what when you digest food, it goes through the process of elimination, absorption, metabolism, and elimination. And these things you want to make sure is constantly functioning so that you can eradicate your body of any symptoms or diseases that you may be having of parasites. Okay, so and moving forward, I believe I talked about already the different things that you can do, and also keeping in mind detoxing this, and be mindful of the foods that you put inside your body. You know, eating things like fruits and vegetables first thing in the morning is highly important. Don't break your fast. And they call it breakfast, but that's just breaking your fast. You want to make sure you put something light, because your body had just been working extensively all night to cleanse out the entire system to get it back functioning properly of whatever you did to it the day prior to the night that you just took your rest. So you want to put something in that's really light and nothing heavy. And then you don't want to be mixing fruits and vegetables up together either, because your body got to make adjustments in the morning. And it really needs to, you really need to give your body some time to make that adjustment. That's why you'll find that if you just wake up out of your sleep and somebody go to talk to you, you're thrown off, and you get thrown off and you trying to catch your balance and gain your momentum of the things that you want to say or how you're going to answer that question. That's because your body's still in that resting moment. It's slowed down. And by being slowed down, you don't want to bombard your system with some heavy foods. So you want to eat light. And then you eat an adjusted meal, like some vegetables and things like that in the afternoon. And then later on, further down into the evening, is when you want to go ahead and incorporate heavier meals into your diet. So these are some things that you can do to help keep your body functioning at its best and avoid it accumulating a lot of parasites in it, because everybody got parasites. The thing is to be able to control them and not let them get out of control and cause a lot of symptoms and diseases inside our bodies, and in a form of where it can be transmitted to somebody else. Because I mean, nobody wants to be told, okay, you gave me a sexually transmitted disease. Especially guys, I tend to find no shade at all, but I just noticed that they don't like to hear that. They don't like to hear that they may have given a woman or a girl or whatever some type of disease, a venereal disease. And it's just something so simple as them changing their diet to help balance that, create that balance that the body need, where they're not transmitting that type of thing. So, but a lot of times you get a lot of stubbornness and they don't even want to eat right either. But at any rate, you know, I mean, guys are like dogs and girls are more like cats. So we tend to clean ourselves a little bit better. per se. So that's why we are more prone to going to the doctor and being diagnosed and being told, and then have to spread that news. Okay, you gave me a sexually transmitted disease when she might not be the one that caused it. But at the same time, you got a lot of unhealthy women out here too that's doing the exact same thing. They're not eating properly, and their bodies is highly acidic, and they got a lot of parasites, and they transmitting diseases as well, sexually transmitted diseases too. And so these are some things that you can do to help to eliminate that, is by cleansing and detoxing your body, because you don't want to, by making adjustments and creating a healthy microbiome is highly important. That will help to eliminate these issues along the way, and then you won't have to worry about a doctor telling you that you got a kidney failure that you supposedly inherited from your parents or somebody else, or you got some other type of high blood pressure or diabetes that was supposedly been inherited as well. No, these are things that can be actively controlled, because keeping in mind, and this is in correlations with cleansing, with you taking initiative of cleansing your body. By you cleansing your body and giving, that's a form of giving yourself love. And I will say this over and over and over again, self-love is highly important. And by you keeping your body healthy, that is a form of self-love. And showing self-love is showing love, sending love frequency out into the universe, and the universe is feeling that. And not only does the universe feel that, Mother Earth feels it first and foremost. And Mother Earth is going through a detox as we speak. That's why you see things are changing. You see the sun is being is red, and a lot of other different things that you see. Just like I have a watermelon growing at this particular time, and people like, okay, you got a watermelon growing in this late in the season? Yeah, that's because things are changing. And when things are changing, a lot of other things are changing. And that's why it's time for us to change the way we eat, change the way we think, and change the way we do things, and stop overwhelming our system. Because by you overwhelming your system down, you're not allowing yourself to absorb the positive energy that it needs in order to keep a healthy mind, body, and soul. And doing a detox to her, detoxing the planet, showing yourself love by doing a detox too, is sending a love frequency out to Mother Earth and to the universe, and that will give her the boost that she needs to continue to do the cleanse, because this planet is on a cleanse. And family, that concludes information that I wanted to share. I just hope that everybody can take some of what I've said and take it to use, and hopefully it will add value into your life, and to help to create that change that we also desperately need in these times, because there's a lot of things that's coming up, and it's a great shift that's happening, and things is about to change, and a lot of things are speeding up, and you want to make sure that you have put yourself, your body, and particularly your avatar, and particularly in a position to be able to handle this change and to move forward as well, because everything is moving forward, and as it always do. But at the same time, there's going to be some situations being created to create fear and things like that inside of us. And know that the answer is always within. And if you don't know where the answer is on how to find it, just meditate. Meditation is a great way to tap in and to learn about what's to come, and to know some things that you can do, and to elevate yourself. See yourself in a glass bubble with a ring around it, and uplifting off the ground, but with your feet or your bottom still attached to the earth. Okay? With that being said, I shake family.